documents. A black woman named Bree invented this amazing magnetic hair clip. It is designed to be a low tension clip. It is designed specifically for locks. Another woman named Kirsten Owen allegedly copied her design, mimicked Bree's entire marketing, and when Bree saw this, she was like, hey, what the hell?
Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP. So lovelies, I came across this interesting video on my For You and I thought to share. Where a pink-colored woman is crying out, crashing out to the fact that she's been dragged and called out for copying or stealing a black woman's invention or creation. She goes as far as to talk about everybody has the right to create or invent anything. And the internet is not having it. There are some people who actually, standing by her, while others are not. Lovelace, I'm just going to roll the clip for you to actually, suggest this yourself. Leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes.
The biggest bit of anxiety in my stomach. On furlough from my 9 to 5, I recently made a new product called hair hoops that use embedded magnets, which is a concept commonly used in 3D printing community for over the past decade. I added prongs because it seemed obvious and otherwise the product would fall right through my hair. It was less than 12 hours ago that a large creator was tagged and I woke up to nearly 20 messages from this larger creator between comments, DMs, and emails threatening to take legal action against me for infringing their patent. They're currently trying to get my account banned by her audience, which is about 50 times larger than mine, and for some reason she's trying to make it a race thing. Upon a deeper dive into this issue, this creator claimed to have a patent nearly a year ago, but in the email to me, she claims the patent was filed last month. I also found out that there was a product for sale nearly 3 years prior to the alleged invention that is extremely similar functionally. At this point, due to obviousness of the design and previously available similar products, I'm not sure this is even patentable. This creator seems to think it's some type of game with statements like, "But prepare for the lawsuit, babes." Well, my business and livelihood isn't a game to me, and I'm happy to follow the law. If this alleged invention patent is published by USPTO, I will happily take down all of my pieces if they are seen as infringing that patent. Even in her own hate campaign against me, she stated she can't do anything legally until the patent is accepted, and I completely agree. Please do not continue to send your hate mob after me or contact me further about this unless it is a link to a USPTO published patent. This is the only statement I plan to make regarding this matter. I woke up to the biggest pit of anxiety.
You want to see the White Woman Tears playbook play out in real time? First things first, everything I'm about to say is totally my own opinion based on my own observations of publicly available information and court documents. A black woman named Bree invented this amazing magnetic hair clip. It is designed to be a low tension clip. It is designed specifically for locks. Another woman named Kirsten Owen allegedly copied her design, mimicked Bree's entire marketing, and when Bree saw this, she was like, hey, what the hell? Spoke up about it. What did Kirsten do? Did Kirsten take accountability? Absolutely no. She's a white woman, remember? We don't take accountability. We have a hard time with that. No, Kirsten started crying victim, saying that Bree is literally bullying her. Enter Keandria. If you guys don't know Keandria, she is a fucking incredible woman. She's a black activist. This woman right here. She saw all of this going down and she's like, hell no. And she spoke up. She went to Bree's defense. And then what happened? Kirsten is suing both of them. Within 6 days, before Bree or Keandria had ever even been served, a federal judge gave a gag order. Even a UCLA law professor flagged that order as constitutionally shaky. Here's something else. I'm talking about this with my 16-year-old. We're looking through Kirsten's shop and immediately, you know what my 16-year-old says? These all look like knockoffs. They all just look like 3D printed versions of other people's stuff. Allegedly, based on my observations, this is my opinion. But this is what modern colonization looks like, no? The invention is stolen. It's stolen from a black woman. The black woman then gets demonized, is getting demonized by a white woman. The white woman is weaponizing the legal system to silence her. And here's the thing, that court order might have gagged Bree and Keandria, but you know what? Kirsten, you cannot silence me. So I'm going to say your name again. Kirsten Owen, I see what you're doing. We all see what you're doing. Support Bree's business. She's incredible. I'll link it in the comments. Stand with Keandria. Share this story so it doesn't get buried.
I woke up to the biggest pit of anxiety in my stomach. On furlough from my 9 to 5, I recently made a...
Okay, Kirsten. Now go ahead and tell them how all of this is a lie. Tell them how all this bullshit about it being handmade and you finding it on Pinterest and how it affected your hair. You didn't want it to fall off your hair. All of that. Go ahead and tell them how that's bullshit. Tell them how you, the face of the company, a white woman, antagonized somebody and played the victim. But tell them who the fuck the real bad guy is. See, Bree didn't send a hate mob after you. I did. Because I saw how y'all were treating her. This woman spoke up, defending her own invention and had every right to. And y'all painted her as a bully and a mean girl immediately. And I didn't like that. As a black activist, I did not like that. I didn't feel it was fair how she was immediately the aggressor and being dragged by all these white women for making it a race thing. Newsflash, in this country, everything is a race thing, because you knew as a white woman, if you played the victim and painted yourself as if somebody was harassing or harming you, you knew people would come flocking to defend you. You knew what to say to get the response that you got. But that ain't even the point anymore. Tell them how Caleb really brought you this idea. Caleb Owens, you are Kirsten Owens. Caleb Owens is listed as the lead product developer. So you're sitting here acting like you did something innovative in finding this design, and the whole time your company, Elegance and Geekery, has a white man as a lead product developer. And my guess is that Caleb spoon-fed you this design. And he didn't do his research, and he didn't value the innovation and creativity of black women. And now you are fucking scrambling to clean up his mess while he sits in the shadows unscathed, watching you argue with thousands of black women. And this is another glaring example of how it is absolutely a race thing, because y'all are just like your colonizing ass ancestors. Caleb Owens stole the design, spoon-fed it to you as a lead product and technology developer, when it was really just some shit that he had stolen from a black woman on TikTok. He repackaged it, handed it to you, and you are peddling it all over this internet. And in true white woman form, instead of standing up to his bullshit, you are upholding it and lying and covering for him. And then when people hold you accountable, you're playing the fucking victim. But the whole time, the white man, Caleb, is walking away scot-free. And you don't even realize the disrespect that he is putting you through by making you go through this instead of owning accountability. You made it a race thing. You, Caleb, and your white privilege made this a race thing when y'all's colonizing asses came in and thought you could just take whatever you wanted from a black woman. And my guess is that Caleb didn't think that this black woman had any legal recourse or any way of defending herself. He wasn't expecting her to have a fucking army stepping behind her. And with that colonizing ass mindset, y'all can't even conceptualize that something did not belong to you. You, in this argument, can't conceptualize that you are stealing an idea because somebody else stole it first. Just because she didn't legally patent it, that was okay to mimic her down to her marketing strategy. Y'all are so used to coming and just forcing access that you can't even entertain when you might have crossed somebody's boundary. Y'all are so used to just coming in and taking what you please. Whether it's intellectual property, whether it's our music, whether it's our ideas, whether it's our bodies, white men, or whether it's our entire identity. That colonizing ass mindset prevents y'all from even seeing the forest for the trees. You can't even hear how Caleb is full of shit. This is not a case of a white woman who just got caught in between either. This was orchestrated, because at this point you fucking know that this was not an original idea. You know that it was stolen from a black creator, and you are still doing backflips to make excuses for that. So I'm gonna say this, and I promise you I'm not gonna say this again. Keep antagonizing this black woman. Keep on going back and forth with her. Keep gaslighting her and painting her out to be the aggressor when you are the one who stole her design. Keep doing that. Just go ahead and keep engaging it. And I promise you, going to court with Bree is going to be the least of your worries. Google me. Google Keandria Damone. And then keep on antagonizing this black woman. And you're going to find out exactly who the fuck I am.
And I'm happy to follow the law. If this alleged invention patent is published by US people...
So I feel like stuff like this happens in the art community every couple of years. They are essentially beefing over a hair clip without getting into all of the details. But I don't know if y'all remember, I used to be really big into resin, had a whole business, like I was really well known online for like my resin art. Well, one year a brand of mold makers basically said that they were patenting a type of mold. It was a shelf mold to be exact. And the thing with that is that shelf molds have been around for a really long time. People make shelves all the time. So it wasn't like this big groundbreaking thing, but basically they kind of bullied the community into not making shelf molds. They told everyone that I have a patent on shelf molds, so basically I can give you a cease and desist and I can sue you if you make a shelf mold, even though their patent was still pending. They ended up not getting their patent approved because there are certain things that you cannot claim as an artist. You can't claim a basic shape, you can't claim a color. Those things are for all artists to use. And I feel like this whole argument between the hair clips is really similar. If the person that feels like they did the hair clips first wanted to patent a specific design, that's one thing. But these hair clips specifically, cosplayers have been doing for a really long time. And it's for this reason that you can have different brands make similar items, but they're all uniquely different to the brand. It's like the differences between Stanley and Hydro Jug.
They don't talk about that.
The internet will.
Hi there. So I've been kind of in a little bit of a comment war with a creator named Elegance and Geekery. Like her, I do. I don't like how this other creator, I believe her name is Bri Omni. I can't remember her name. I'll write it down below. But there's a whole war going on over hair clips. And I'm sorry, but hair clips are not owned by anybody. Magnets are not owned by anybody. You can make a hair clip with a magnet. And there's this whole thing going on where they're saying, oh, Elegance and Geekery, which I'll call E&G, stole this idea from a black creator. And it's like, no, they had a similar idea. And there's even a third party that had the same idea like 3 years prior. It's a magnetic hair clip. It's not a big thing. And this creator, Bri, is thinking that she can patent it. I don't think she can, because it's she can't patent the function. Now, her designs, she owns all her own, but she's creating stars and hearts and geometry shapes. E&G is creating donuts, gears, and flowers. And it's completely two different art styles. It's like saying that my Wendigo character is a ripoff of the, I can't remember his name, but it's from Ancient Magus Bride. When they're two completely different characters, they just both happen to have skull heads. So it's crazy that so many people are fighting over it when it's like you can't just tell this person, which by the way, she doesn't have a patent for it. She has a pending patent, which means that she put a patent in for it and it's pending. So they have to do their due diligence. And Bri did not, from what I can tell, there was no communication with the content creators in private, like no messaging and nothing. Like it was just E&G woke up to a crap ton of messages all over her videos, like spam messages all over her videos of take down your videos, this is my product, this is my idea, you need to cease and desist. It's like until your patent is fully in, you have no authority over it. You can say it, no one's going to stop you from saying it, but you have no authority. So E&G doesn't have to do anything. Like, and the fact that they showed proof that they're, it's not the same product, it's not the same item, it's not like she bought the item and then is selling it for, or as her own, or she copied Bri. She just made magnetic hair clips, which has been done in Hollywood and cosplay all the time. A lot of cosplayers will do magnetic hair clips for their wigs, but you know, I just think it's really ridiculous. And the reason why I'm actually like posting a video about it is because I'm seeing other creators that are, you know, saying, oh, Bree's in the right, this person stole and all this. They're saying, you know, they're posting up videos in her favor, and I'm just posting a favor in ENG because it's not stealing. She didn't steal anything. She just made a hair clip with magnets. So anyway, that's my video for right now, and then I'll post more cute videos later and more art videos. I've just been slightly
I'm going to share a couple of videos with you.
Just take the pins you need and you're good to go. For ponytails, pigtails, or space buns or normal buns, we got you covered.
That's one.
I put 4 in to show what it looks like. You can also use these with logs. I like to use them if I'm wearing a low ponytail style, so it keeps it secure. I think the cutest style to wear with these is low buns or high space buns. They just look super cute. I created these magnetic hair clips.
That's two.
This hair hoop, whether your hair is thick or thin, you'll likely want to do a twist or even a braid in your hair before securing it in a low tension hold.
It's three. Got one more.
I created magnetic hair clips as an effective tool to hold all hair textures into low tension styles. Clips range in different sizes from extra small to large. Inner shape diameters range from 1.5 inches to 4 inches. The first way to put on magnetic hair clips is for low tension wear. Form hair into desired ponytail placement, connect right and left click to secure your style.
What you have just seen is an example of a white woman stealing a black woman's idea, and now is going around claiming that it's her own, even though her marketing looks exactly like the black woman's marketing, down to the lo-fi music. Now, if you look at the dates, Brie Rome's stuff came out in September of last year, and her Kickstarter video came out in February of this year. And those hair hoops came out 5 days ago. With that said, let me leave you with one more video.
But it also comes to the question, why did I really design magnetic hair clips? Me and hair ties and claw clips we're not compatible. I can't begin to count the amount of hair ties I lost or broke. When it comes to having thicker hair, hair ties are just not the most reliable hair accessory. I wanted to create a clip that will not only effectively hold my hair, but also just would not break on me. I spent a lot of time and thought into making this, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Hello cousins, let's talk for a moment. So there's a creator on here, her name is Thry. She created these magnetic hair clips in 2024, and beautiful hair clips, perfect for individuals with locks, thick hair, this, that, and the third. Beautiful idea. Now, she was actually working and building brand awareness so that she get a patent for her product, because the rules state that in order to get a patent, you do have a year to get said patent. So in the time, she did what most people did, and she decided to build brand awareness. However, there's always somebody out here who wants to take our ideas, right, and actually make it their own. So there's another girl on here, YT creator. Her name is Elegance and Geekery. She decided that she steal Briami's whole invention, right, and make it her own. And not only did she make it her own, she actually has her supporters going over to Briami's page and harassing her. So she wants to send her supporters to her page to harass Briami about her product. Let's actually go ahead and give her the same love. But before we do, let me actually show y'all exactly what I'm talking about here.
At the beginning, with this hair hoop, whether your hair is thick or thin, you'll likely want to do a twist or even a braid in your hair. And just like that, you can add some steampunk aesthetic. Just take the pins you need and here.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. We see so many instances where somebody's taking something that recreated, right, and they're running with our idea. We see it constantly, and they take it and they appropriate it to fit their own situations. I'm sick of this, and quite frankly, I don't like harassing people at all. However, since her supporters want to come and create Briami, the original creator, and harass her TikTok page, I say, shit, let's go ahead and give her back the same energy. So do what you will with this information, share it. Let's, since she wants a little support and she wants to send hate to the original creator, let's go ahead and give the little YT creator exactly what she wanted.
Lovelies, I actually think that this pattern of stealing, copying, or whatsoever has become a trend. This, invention, trying to maneuver is a trend, and it happens every three months. Why I said it happens every 3 months is because you know what I do? I stitch videos, and every 3 months you must see somebody complaining of this person taking this and that, and it's always happens on the same pattern. It happens on the same pattern. Okay, this hair clip that has been going all over the social platform, people, reacting to the fact that, oh, she stole or she did not steal, or she copied or she did not copied, and all of that. What even made me shocked is the fact that it came with the same thing. The other pan colored man was talking about how nobody owns magnetic, nobody owns this, nobody owns that. We know that we have raw materials. We have raw materials to actually, invent anything we want to invent in this planet world. There are so many raw materials to invent things. But do you know how it feels, or what it means that you actually had a thought in your mind, right? And now with all the God-given raw materials, you have been making plans, planning on how to compile these raw materials into finished goods in order to satisfy human wants, right? Then after your research, struggles day and night, like your try and errors, there are so many try and errors before someone can get something so perfectly. I have tried something. I have tried to invent something. There are so many try and errors that one have to do. Sometimes you are doing it this way, the idea pop up in the middle of the night, you goes to do it. The next day, you realize that no, it's not gonna come out this way. Let me just redesign it. Like, do you know how long it takes for one to actually go through all this process? Then at the end of the day, coming out to a finished goods that actually will give people the ability to buy and even resell. Do you know how or what it takes for you to create something that will satisfy human wants? Like, it takes years. It takes try and errors. It takes resources. It takes finances. It takes sleepless nights. And when you now come up couple with all of the ideas, with the God-given natural resources. Yes, of course, nobody owned magnetic, nobody owned all of this, but somebody actually compiled it. Somebody actually bought an idea in order for it to satisfy human consumption or human wants. But because this person, you see that this person is, oh my God, what of this, black women, oh my God, let me just say the way I could just turn it to be mine. Like, this has always been something that constantly happens, and it's so intriguing. Like, it's so, oh gosh, it is actually so shameful. I'm telling you, lovelies, it is actually so disgusting that somebody will, do something, try to but at the end of the day, someone else will just stand up because maybe you feel that you have the privilege to do this or to get it out there more faster, or maybe because of a privilege you have more support or something, and you thought it was okay for you to actually inherit what you never put. Even if she want to create her own, why do it the exact same way? Why not just do something so differently? Why don't just do something different? But it just be the magnetic, just okay. Even if you want to do something, and somebody is telling you that I already do this, this is why we have too many competition all over the place. And at the end of the day, the real person who actually created something will not get the credit. Then it will now be someone else. That is why even on this my particular stage, what I do here, I purposely leave the watermarks. I purposely leave the watermark of the people I stitch their video, because I'm also promoting them. In case anyone wants to just go check them out, they can easily trace them to their platform on TikTok. This is why I purposely leave it in a bold atmosphere so that you can see their name clearly. You know? But no, something like this also happened a few weeks ago. A pan-colored woman was I think she decided to copy word and word of what a black trans woman was doing in her platform. She was just doing it words for words. Words for words. Like, hi love this, hi love my name is my into the like she was just doing it words for words. And I was like, oh my god, even if you are so inspired, because I am someone that actually look up to people. If I love somebody, I'm so inspired by that person. That doesn't necessarily mean that I have to behave like the person. You have to pick one thing to the other and add to the one you know to yourself and become you. You know? But now she's out here crying, using the white women test to justify her actions. Like, we are just so used to this anyways. Anyway, love listener, just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. So, lovelies, if you've not subscribed to this channel, do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button, like, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one. Just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. So, lovelies, wanna just leave me your own thoughts, subscribe, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one.